Asinibingelele namhlanje na babukele ehlelweni Young Climber. Bitela mina ngimusic ngwande ngahlatshwayo. Sibonga namhlanje na silandzela nalijaha lelete kakhulu ku social media bathi nguSifiso NDLANGAMANDLA labaningi bamadinga ekuthini ila penboy. Ila penboy ke wende tinetiningi ube nema ideas asemncanyana naye ideas lathenza live ukuthi wathi fill up mavuso atarget ekuthi mhlawumbe utawulanza abantu lababo 2000 kumbe lababo 7000 wenda nje nalama events wazwaqala ne charity lapho khona bekathi asidonate intingwa kuningi lesaka experience ile elifini bamnyembenya labanye bamkhuthata namhla sithe asekede atasichushisa sibani abasha ukuthi ngabe how do you handle these pressures of life wenda njani ngalesikhathi uthi uqala invi ngaphumeleli bantu bakunyembenya wenda njani uqhubeka ume ukhona ke namhlanje naSifiso wakandlangamandla sizabe sikhulumisana naye ehlelweni hlala kanye nathi mbukele. Babe Mntombi naku sengithi babe asibonga ukuthi ube kanye nathi ehlelweni mhlambe umnu nje angaba nako ukubuda ukuthi ngabe umntungwa uwekuzabukaphi usukaphi ufunzephi lase kakhona nyalokuphi.
Ngaba kucela kuvusela abalaleli ekhaya siyavusela sibe sembe kusibe siphilile ngesikhathi se-COVID-19 and sembe kusibalandzela oma precautions esinikede wona. Siyathandaza ukuthi lo mkhuhlane wendlule. Sengibuya kulo question lombuta yona. Ligama nguSifiso NDLANGAMANDLA. Ngidalwe kahlathi empatheni kusuka kusemanyanzeni. Ngilagcwele khona bakandlangamandla khona ngikhulele khona ngafunda eBeneza High School ngaqeza form 5 wami khona. Then I went to college ngihamba ngafunda Oxford but I drop out because of the love of music. And you know now a vision or something it disturb lokunye, so I had to choose choose it was good for my journey. And I'm happy with it today I'm able to back it up. Yes, so gunyalo lang I'm a professional artist. I do marketing. I focus mostly on social media marketing for my brand, other brands, local and international. And also I am an events organizer. I've done several events, big events, and also I do charity work, which lapho khona ngiba make sure ukuthi I become a bridge le khona ukuthi identify a problem then ngisolve the problem by inviting friends and other people to assist lo discover kusune need lanayo. So I'm using my platform lese ngiachievile to have the audience lengilandzelako so I can assist other people.
Mntungwa ngidaqaphi emagameni
no
khona la uthi professional artist uhluke ngani professional artist kulo mnyonje umuntu oqhamuka nje nami ngithi mangihlabele bathroom ngifathi ngithi bese nami ngaba ngibhala bome praise the Lord labaningi ngicele nami kuba nekwaya bese abantu mabangibuta bathi hey wena ngithi mina ngingumhlabeleli ngingumquli. Lama dimensions are created yini and umuntu utigeja ngani within the dimensions to know ukuthi hayi nyalo ke sengikule level lena sengingisonto nzima.
Yeah, it's easy, not easy again. Ngoba as an artist kune level lapho khona you cabanga ukuthi recording ngoma kube artist kwathi hlabela kube artist. These days is business. Kuba ibusiness lokho professional, which means ongena la ngase business.
Okay.
Now sengala kuhlabeleni kuphela usakwathi kuhlabela usengabi a professional artist use we artist.
Okay.
Lesengabi professional because kuba ne profession ngenzo is when lenzo seyifake kule platform where you also get paid and get endorsed kuyo. So what I've done for myself is to then create a brand which is Ila Penboy, that brand that can pay me and pay other people. And also the music I think it's 5% of me as an artist.
Okay.
What I've discovered. These are things about checked on now by artists. We see ingoma yakho is just 5%. Let's talk about simple thing. There's my sister who's Zodwa Wabantu. She doesn't have a song. Nanga sokune show yazodwa abantu ne-artist lenye ngento ekazodwa abantu aphekhe abantu more than you, because kakhulu by artist is to have a way to entertain, but to package as a brand so people can subscribe to it and believe to it. So bantu abaningi bakhonile ukuthi basebenzise a brand. That's why ngoba a brand you can say anywhere it trends. So in that way you have a following. So in the music kanjalo these days ukhanza ukuthi most artists basebenzisa lo by brand more than just the music. Yes, of course we love good music and we encourage people to drop good music and inspire other people, but we can't run away from the fact that nyalo is about money. The following companies, they don't check your good song, they check your following. Yes.
Hey, ukhuluma tinto lana ila lenzaba yakabo branding. Umuntu wadingani ukuthi so brand uyakhanjani uyiwear ngani brand ukuthi nje nanje warawara kumbe brand nakade ungamsida nje mhlawumbe umbukele ekhaya ukuthi wo masofuna kwakha ibrand kona siyakuva uyahlabela ushaya kamnandi uyanjiloda, but ibrand uqala la yakha ubonakala nganawo mhlawumbe usithi nje hlabahlosi ngalama dimensions.
Asisinje kubhaka ekhaya konke ngumvuya kwenda kubhaka la ubhaka emafethi kukuwe ukuthi ungabhaka amafethi akho waleshe ngebhakede lakho uhamba ubaniketa abantu. Kukuwe ukuthi amafethi akho ngawabhaka wakhe spaza uzibhalela igama laso ukuthi le spaza lesi kusefet kubanibani. Once bakhona ukuthi nabenza lapha noma umuntu ukuthi uhambe fet kubanibani uthenga ini, then le nakuzana le spaza sakho already sesiniketa le brand, but it's not complete with the name only. You have to pick colors espaza sakho. You have to package il-fat cake lakho mhlawumbe ulifake leyo phepha lalo ulibhale ukuthi ifat kubanibani, so noma uliphethe noma ucisa kulidla ushaya liphepha babone sibekunembe kadla lifat la sefat kubanibani la uyabo. Lokwenda ukuthi loko bantu noma besobeka social media, there's a tagline for ifat lakho, tagline nalo bahlala bakhumbula that name ukuthi nelifat lakho lelingoods, so that nangabe lespaza sakho bengihlala kaHlatsi ngisathi spaza ngisibona sembabane, I see it as a new franchise in Babane ukuthi how lelifat sembabane nakaHlatsi nase big band kukhula le franchise yakho ikhula with the tagline which is you as a brand, the colors, the name, and also the taste of your fat cook lokhanza sibese khamba kanye kanye uyabo. Then on that way sekuyi package, le package leso yakhona kudayiseka as a brand. Wena sekuwenda ukuthi maintain your fat cook angehle ma standards akho, a taste, i maintainer i branding yakho, ihlale kupendwe kamnanzi, ihlale clean, so that you can maintain such a standards ukuthi labantu labafika ba subscribe ekuqaleni ba subscribe kula ma standards lawo. You drop your standards, they lose confidence. You increase your standards, they gain confidence. So as a brand kuwe kuhlala wathi ukuthi how can I make sure that I brand yami ihlale relevant lokunye ihambe nesikhathi, because you check your competitors ecane kwakho ukuthi okay lona amafetha akhe so when they afika kuphi lona. As an artist I have people that I check labathatha elite industry ukuthi okay nasebalana mina what do I do, because you find yourself now fighting as a good artist ukuthi the new artists are now coming with a new style and taking all the bookings, all the money, all the endorsements, when you think you were good but you're no more relevant. But so you can't so bitter because you can't accept the new wave. You can't adapt to the new system, which means as an artist you have to learn, you have to grow. Not just an artist, I'm talking to every young person lorana business to take it out of me as an artist, because as an artist but to focus to everyone. Goods, everything we end up, make sure you brand it well, make sure you make it clean, then look at it goods before you sell to someone else. If yes, because would you spend your money when it's hanging low, could you buy it in? Because you can't force other people to buy your undercooked products or your under awesome products everywhere now. Yes. Now in t-shirts you say okay I'm a designer, I do t-shirts, I do suits, then I talk I be proud. and go compete with the best. Nangabe ungakhona kwenda lokho, you owe yourself to reach the best of it.
Yeah, mhlawumbe singakayi ekhefini ila yathemba abantu labasha bayasidakala ekhaya. Ngifuna nje kuyithi la ngalesikhathi so-different wena konke kuyekuthina bese uyacharge mabathi nje ila utasihlabelela noma bani utasendela ukuthi kuyekuthina bese uyasho ukuthi awu kuthola umhayise bekunene kuye kukabe kangaka. Niyena dingani lokuthi uti charge njani uyiwear njani iworth yakho monetarily ngokuthi in terms of monetary value wenda ngani lokuthi wathi ukuthi hayi nyalo mina sengikudla kwa 10,000 kube nje nami bangathi mabangicela sicela 1,000 khuluma ngalana 20,000 wathi ngani ukuthi ngimalini mina.
Yes. Okay. Naloko, branding is very important, and the pricing is very important because we're moving now to pricing. Pricing yourself as a person. I'll go to a simple thing. And I'll just put the character that actually, let's say, corner as young people in terms. I'll bring back in my relationships and you wanting to get married and wanting to have a family and your own man. I'll talk to, like I'm talking to females. Emazambane now figure nje emarket ufike wakhanza kunema standards enzawo. Ungawaqupha amazambane abanga-afford kulenzawo leyo wamixelenzawo leyo. Nangabe kusho wena uya-afford ukuqupha amazambane la dulenzawo leyo and are good, high quality. Now ubona silama lenzawo leyo aba-afford wasuse lapho. Don't set up a spaza what I sell up or a market what I sell about-afford are good, but because what they do, they'll always come to your market and find a mazambane wabegile, and what they do, they'll always start with your mazambane ko bambe babuka maye mahle la mazambane la maye vele maye yabo bangasanze bambasa bacesa babuti imali ni price use mazambane among 200 but say mahle kakhulu hasta ubuya babeke base bawasasangala ng-20 rand babakishe bahambe bayekhaya. This is what I'm saying. Even with females, we had a conversation. Even guys, they do the same thing. Don't overprice yourself. Sometimes we demand things. We sing begise. As a female, I don't have a house, I don't have a car, I don't have a job. But my pricing, we see my demands. I need a guy. If I look around, I don't even see the guys I'm looking for. But the pricing means I need a guy the driver a motor $500,000. I need a guy who owns a house worth $1 million. I need a guy who can take me to Dubai. I need a guy who can buy a weave 5,000 to 10,000. I need a guy who can buy iPhone 20,000 to 30,000. Then on that way, if pricing yako, we should respect that. But are you in the right place to price yourself? Did you look around? Do you have those people around you, or do you attract those people? Have you created your brand to reach some standards that attract a look? Then let's go back. That's why the Kanzagus, every guy will come and charge every pricing as she charge as a bowler somebody. They charge and appreciate Bashir because they can't afford to keep it. But they're allowed to touch it, but they're not they can't afford to keep it. So most people lose their brands, lose who they are in the process of pricing yourself. Because you are the overpriced and not checking around. You see, laban around can they afford you in the pricing? The pricing is never wrong, but know where to price yourself. Chicken dust. Ngeke khona ukuthi ubeke chicken dust lapha emgwaqweni iprice is Nando's. Nando's created indlela yakhe ukuthi okay, for us to say the food which is equal to chicken dust, the stack beta around 50 to 60 rand, the chicken dust stack beta 20 to 25 rand. Bona they didn't set up a structure, they didn't create a brand, the buffalo bata is nyama. So bakata down to 30 to 40 rand, we didn't brand it, we said buy the meat. Then mine send a package. Send but make sure it's raining or it's what you're gonna find us. Timing. See, it's okay. In 5-10 minutes, you're gonna have your food. So you're now paying now my service now because as a person, kuba patient labanye abantu bakhona labanye bajagile, so I'll go to a place where I can pay for all those things. So that's where pricing yakho ufuna yathi okay, my pricing is based on branding yami lengende yaba complete ne environment yami yekuthi I've done my study in this place they can afford me. If they can afford me, bangak la bangata afford, batang afford. If mabangaka, am I gonna survive with this? And my results are matching in terms of finances and growth as a brand.
Yeah, mbukeli uyayiteka ila masibuye ekhefini sitayicala khona la kwanyalo hlala kanye nathi mbukeli sathi shelele ekhefini. Asibenza sekufusele mbukeli ehlelweni sina ila pen boy kuthi nje Nkosi yami ngimi otherwise ngabe ngiyanendela le tinto ukuthi no what's up I'm here with ila ukhuluma ngindzaba ila lana ukuthi siyachushisana ukuthi uke waba khona kule music industry na kuphenda dingo letiningi siyamati wenda bo charity sokushilo lana bese kasichushisa nje tindzaba ukuthi ushongana ukuthi uyi professional noma ngabe awusasiko kwa music but maybe you talk about artist wachasisa ukuthi iart ukuthi uzame ku entertain abantu washo ukuthi ke kufanele utende ube brand bese sikhuluma ngindzaba ye pricing ukuthi uthi price kanjani wathi ngani ngokuthi mina ngingwarawara nje mawuthe ucela ngidawukhuluma ngidawu address I congregation ngabandla ngabayini ngathi ngani ukuthi ngibothi hey ngilungiseleni 1000 noma ngilungiseleni 5000 ngikuthatha block washo ke wabekisa amaneko wabekisa ngabothathe ukuthi nje njengamangusisi nawo ufuna lijaha ungabeka lokho kubeka ukuthi hawu majaha lanje but ubuke ukuthi phela la mangweni wakho lebakhona yini labanje ngalo lokufuna ukuthi ke nawe mhlawumbe mawe artist ungasho ukuthi mina ngifuna ukuthi bantu bangibhadarele imali engaka bakhona yini bantu labangayibhadara leyo mali leyo kulabantu labacala ocabanga ukuthi ungaba lesido kibo ila besikhuluma indzaba ye pricing la ngifuna sheshe senga sike sakubona ke thini mhlambe nathi nje bowarawara sikwati kakhulu ku social media uqale kunendzaba ya fill up Mgambo
Mavuso
kuthi wo fill up Mavuso kuthi fill up Mavuso une idea ngifuna sokusifake lapho ukuthi ifika njani fill up Mavuso uyilungiselela kanjani ihamba njani how do you take the feedback ukuthi sekwendekile one day after the event you are faced now with the feedback and maybe usithi nje hlabahlosi ngoba kusilo lihlelo la le fill up Mavuso kwanje usithi nje 1212 sifake isithombe
okay kubalala ekhaya siphinde sinivusele sitawukhuluma indzaba ya fill up. I think fill up Mavuso labanengi bayadi ngayo and bayilandzela. Fill up Mavuso it was just a dream of a young boy loy artist lobuka in a bigger picture of how I can now get more people involved and get more artists performing and get more people paid and looking at the situation looks if I have a number there 5 to 10,000 people coming to my event, how many people are gonna be paid security, how many people are gonna make money but I say good like this and that how many artists gonna be paid and also how many tenders can go out to people, so which means within one event we can also make imali contracts. You are able as a person to now pay school fees for your kids, to now pay a lot of things that my basics are connected. So my idea was always on developing everyone. It was never about me as an artist. It was taking the initiative to make sure we see most people benefit. But at that time, I was not matured enough to understand what I was taking. But I'm happy because I passed that level because I learned a lot about me. Because as a person, everything lo if uyenda ufeyila ungayilahli lapha, but then learn ukuthi ufaileleni and you study that. Once you understand ukuthi ufaileleni, then you go back to it. That's why I then went back to because Philip Mavos was targeting 7,000 people and we had about 200 to 300 people. Then we went back to the next year where I had around 1,000 people, which I was excited. And MTN was one of the companies like, let's join you, which at first I makes a proposal to MTN. And at that time, I think even my proposal, it didn't make sense. Yeah, but it didn't make business sense because in my business, they are not looking for you to give you money. They are looking for a person that can brand associate and also help them up their game and up their sales, and also a person that can be a brand labangaba proud to be associated with because of your following and your trending. So nangqhubeka, I became a brand le trendago and I became a brand le relevant and le consistent. So companies then are attracted. I think that's the reason why this is my 3rd year as a brand ambassador MTN. Okay. And also again, this is my year whereby Nyalo confident as a promoter because my last event had about 3,600 people. So good logo, our man reach the levels now, but you study yourself, you study your game, you up your game, you accept the mistake that you did. Because go fill up as much as other people laugh, people always laugh. Banda buying a client. Let people laugh at you. But when they laugh, go find an ingwembele na iqoda, yabo, kuphuma ingwembele endlini. But isihlahla sihlala lapha phasi lapha lokuthi criticize abo siyabola sihlala lapha ngephandle, which means it will never move to the house. So I became the ngwembele mover yendlini because of all the critics. So when you criticize me, usukumqoda to create something which is going to come out and be useful. So Goma events, that's where I came from, and today I'm proud because I learned a lot from that event. It was not a failure, it was their failure. To me, I succeeded because I had the venue, I had the artist, I had the sound. I came, I brought everything I promised, they didn't come. Which means who lost or who failed? I didn't fail, they failed. Meaning I managed to do what I do. That's why today I'm here where I am. Because in life, you grow and you make sure that you perfect what you're doing. It doesn't matter who's laughing, because the moto na isuke hamba tiya kongotsa. Na ti kongotsa ati inzawo tona, ti kongotsa ti salalana. Ya hamba yona, ba kongotsa mbili. So that's why at that level, kwa bang kongotsa ngabashiya lapho. Nala na bang kongotsa itolo bang bashiya lapho. Today ba kongotsa ndo bashiya lana. So I keep moving. So as a person, keep moving, but to kongotsa, don't stop. And my last part, as a person, it's either a relationship or business and anything. There are things that that's why my downfalls are ufike lapho my challenges. It's when you are traveling to Joburg, or let's say you're traveling to Joburg and when you get lago now imoto is a petrol, you are ready to get yours. But nyalo imoto yakho complete to take Joburg. It's not with imoto yakho a problem. But utawusotsinga ini emahlahla wabekela ngembili ito khona khamba utawutsinga abantu bakufushise ehambe. You don't need these people now ucesa kuyifusha le moto ehambe abahambi nawo ke Jozi. Utawusala emahlahla batawusala abantu. So in life sometimes you'll meet those challenges. Don't think kahle kahle everyone we are seeing around your idea. Sometimes some people are temporary in your idea and they are playing a good role. They don't owe you anything when you keep moving. The problem is when sofuna kamba na mahlahla, sofuna kamba yonda wafushi moto. Imagine moto naswa sifusha ufike Jozi just because sifusha challenge. Because where I am, I've discovered there are people who push me in a challenge, who now I have to owe them. I don't owe them. It was a moment whereby Silapa is appreciated, but don't always go back and please people just because in a situation they were there. Because today they're not relevant. Emahlahla ngeke abe relevant na utawubosha amaphoyisa. Bala pushing more to be relevant. So let's be smart enough to know when we need each other and when we don't need each other and when you need to be alone.
Mhlambe sisaqhubeka nje kulelo gagasi. Masifika la ku social media I think after soqale indzaba yedingwa bafike abantu labanye bayahahatsa bayanyembenya you are a human being.
Yes.
How do you ensure ukuthi you still maintain your cool? Why am I asking this question? Ngendlela ukuthi kunemuntu labaye bathi bahamfaka nje ku social media kanye sokucabanga inzambo leqinile uyabona so kuba likamba leqinile la kangadi lengisakilo wena umaintaina njani ukuthi namhlanje uyinhlekisa ku social media kusasa uvuka uyopampa dingwa futhi how do you make sure ukuthi noma sebakhulumile basho konke bamenesa banyonga benda yonke into wena uyaqhubeka kusasa ube kunangila lesikhona ukukhuluma naye namhla?
I think it's exactly lenkhuluma ukuthi understand the dynamics of life and understand the blessings. Because some blessings sometimes they move this way, and sometimes the blessings will come to you without your primary school friends, without your high school friends, without your university friends, and without your colleges. Sometimes it's your journey. Each journey yakho sometimes you should know. Ngeba kusanze bonke awusimali, ngeba kunyanye bonke awusiko kufa. And don't try to maintain loving someone and maintain loyalty. Maintain loyalty with yourself and God and keep moving. Whatsoever is going to benefit or benefits because of the journey. Because now say Josie, menenglana. If you let benefits atabangeko, I can't then complain niswasukala. Nsukela but my trip is far. I'm going to Joburg. Kukhona bantu abatawuba nawe la, bahlale lana, and you'll benefit. So sometimes some people are mad at us because we did nothing for them. Some people are mad at us because at some point bebangulesihlahla lo wasina wenyuka letsaka baba lapho. So wamshiya lapho. Yabo. Naye unaye lesihlahla uthi you owe yourself something. Now I owe myself my journey. So if nangabe you sitting somewhere complaining about someone doing nothing for you, it's because you're doing nothing for yourself. You wouldn't complain if nangabe nangaswanjinya lo usihle nawe kanjena uthi nqunqu kungene 200,000 in your account. Utophuma lana lokuvusela kujakile ujake ATM yakho so you can sort your bills ne. The reason why you have time when you're moving is because you don't have anything that makes you happy. So you have time to point people, talk about people, talk about. The reason I don't have time to reply people is because I'm busy working my dream. I'm busy reaching where I'm going. So young people at home, don't waste your time defending yourself. Don't waste your time trying to explain yourself to people that can understand. Yeah, but as long as you're inside the water as a fish, that's where you belong. Waphuma la lapho explainer inyonini kusawundizingani. You'll die explaining.
Yeah, injalo mbukela indzaba usho njalo ila pen boys na ila namhlanje na uthi ila mawuyimfishi uyinhlante sakuphuma uyochazela tinyoni bolo hair yellow hair mina ngisigibela isihlahla ngoba uthi udawufa soluzama kuqhaza angathi amagama akhe egcina mntungwa umbukeli nakumuntu lomusha ungathi nje
kokugcina ngaba to go back to young people ngicela ukuthi sesingahlalini phasi we were looking for a job. Actually government must do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as much as we request our government to assist and create those platforms, but let's also let it begin with us. Nangabe kunisime ekhakini hamba uthenga amandongomane awatshala kathingi manyolo and make a plan. Nangabe uyakhona hamba register ngapanje ngabe futhi maphela you'll get attended etikolweni, you'll make money out of it and your friends nikhona kwami. Another thing, you can do a research yourself. Today I'm telling you guys, you can go now when the research in Telvig in Sibiana 5 Makaya la ona spaza is Makelwane ba ona spaza together. I don't know who told us not to work together as Makelwane and achieve. I don't know who told us to compete as Makelwane. Kulkhona kuvukesenje Makelwane dayisingoma sakhe spaza sidayise liminsim tawlima cabbage ngilima tamati sifake spaza sibe ne business as Makelwane. I don't know who divided us. I don't know who said we next to us just because we don't believe in working together or we believe in competing. So today I'm saying yakaspaza makhelwane ngiqala business. I've seen my Indian brothers doing it. I've seen so many people doing it in other countries. Let it begin. Makhelwane yakhani spaza, yakhani business kanye. Let's spread the love. With love we can go far. With the hate we always owe someone something to prove because you can do it, then end up failing. But with love we get support. The reason Donate Bread is moving so fast is out of love. And everyone who supports are out of love. There is nothing like I want to prove the next person. The reason I'm here and I keep moving, I always spread love than to hate the next brother. I always try to uplift the next brother so we can all go and reach bigger heights.
Ambukele uyayiva indzaba iphuma kuyela ila pen boy sekuningi lesikufunzile sekuningi lesikuthethe usitshelile ukuthi beka ne dream fill up mavuso target 7,000 people kweta abantu lababo 300 but wakhona uvuka khona lapho into la kayi publicizile wonke umuntu bekagatsile kweta 300 wonke umuntu wadi but he was able to rise and still face life today. It's been 3 years solo I brand ambassador ye MTN. Chances are MTN wambona ngalelo langa lokho labathi labanye kwaba kwehluleka lobo labanye bebabona indlela yabo yekuphumelela. Nawe mbukeli asathi ukuthi ubhekene nani but sithi lesimo longazi ukuthi namhlanje nasisho ifailure namhlanje na ila pen boy uthi that could be your step to greater heights. Awube kuhle kuba kanye nawe mbukeli akube kuhle buyati inhlelo lanzelako ingosi ikubusise. Bye bye.